Well, Danny, first of all, let's start with the injury news and with that sickness bug that brought down a couple of the lads before the Harrogate game. How are Joe Morrell and George Hurst?
Yeah, both were in this morning and were able to train, which is a good sign. Now just have to make a decision to see if they are ready to start the game or whether we use them as finishers.
And Louis Thompson as well, I think, missed Saturday with an injury. What's the prognosis on that one?
Yeah, Louis has a psoas injury, which is like hip, sort of bottom of the abdominal area. So no, frustrating. So no, Louis won't be available, unfortunately.
You must get sick and tired of talking about injuries, but as you always say, it's challenges to overcome, and you've certainly had a lot.
Yeah, we've had a lot that's gone against us in recent times, that is for sure, whether that's been injuries, suspensions or illness, but a lot of player unavailability. And for us, I think just to put the energy and the focus into the players that are available and trying to find the very best version of ourselves come tomorrow night.
Yeah, and for the players that were available, how did they come in today off the back of Saturday? Were they very much looking to put that result right?
Yeah, I think so. For us, we didn't get too high when we were 9 unbeaten. Likewise, we didn't get too low off the back of Saturday's performance. Definitely learning to take. We were most disappointed with, it's not, we never want to lose any game, but it's probably the manner of the defeat and the areas that we come up short in. That's why we were most disappointed. But as always, try to take some learning from it, lick our wounds as we did today, and off the back of some good meetings collectively, departmentally, and then some individual meetings, we can then draw a line under Saturday's performance and move forward. And the great thing for us is we have a fantastic game tomorrow night at home against Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, 9 unbeaten. So is that the incentive to make sure that the Harrogate game was just a blip?
Well, I think so. The narrative all week for us going into the Harrogate game was to try to be 10 unbeaten. And, we said as a group, you have to be a really good team to be 10 unbeaten. And if we're honest, we come up a little bit short, which I think is probably representative of where we're at the moment as a team. What we have done well, and what we certainly did well off the back of the Rotherham and Ipswich defeats, is respond. And tomorrow gives us a really good opportunity to do that. We're very respectful of Sheffield Wednesday. I think they've got some top quality Championship players, let alone League One players in their squad. Fantastic man and manager in Darren Moore. Looking forward to seeing him tomorrow night. But we know that Sheffield Wednesday are a very good team. We'll ask lots of questions of us, both in and out of possession, and we'll have to be at our very, very best if we're going to get on the right side of what will be a tough game. And we're certainly going to need our supporters. And I don't think there's any supporters in world football that can have such an influence on the result as the Portsmouth supporters, and we're going to need them right behind us tomorrow evening.
Yeah, because of course Sheffield Wednesday is the type of game that there'd be quite a bit of excitement around. Is it the type of game that you want at this stage?
Oh, I think so. It's a really tough game. We always love playing against the top teams. I think when you play against top teams, you get instant feedback of exactly where your team are at, both in possession and out of possession, in the transitions. And Sheffield Wednesday certainly have so many top quality players available to them. I think they're in a position where they're getting some of those key players back. They've also been able to bring in the likes of Nathaniel Mendez-Lang outside of the window, which has only added to the quality that they have available. So no, they're a top team with top players, and yeah, we know that we're going to have a really, really tough game tomorrow evening. But we like to think that these games bring the best out in ourselves as well.
And of course, you look at the table, you and Sheffield Wednesday, you're neck and neck at the moment. So that must add another little bit of incentive as well to try and leapfrog them.
Of course, for us, off the disappointment of Saturday to now have 2 home games is just great. And listen, we've got lots of things going against us off the pitch, lots of adversity. But this club is kind of used to a little bit of adversity. I think the supporters respond well in adversity for sure. We're going to really need them tomorrow night. We're going to need all of the players that we do have fit, because let me tell you, it's a challenge just to pick the team, let alone win the game. But it's where we're at, and we're not going to whinge and moan about it. We're gonna dig deep. We're going to find the best version of ourselves, and we're going to come into tomorrow's game fighting together to try to get on the right side of it.